Alright, that's fair enough. We are going to go into the game very, very soon. Motivate, they were looking pretty darn good the other day, I've got to say, QO. Very, very surprising performances from them, and up against a team like TnC, it's not going to be too easy, but we'll see if they can pull it off.
There will be pain.
Game.
There will be screaming.
KP be up top lane together. I thought this was potentially going to be a mid Magnus, but it turns out we are going to have the off lane Magnus mid quad coming out from TnC.
They don't want to use too many rotation towards mid. That's why they're just like letting Magnus to go top. If Magnus was mid in this game, I think the DP plus Skyrise Mage will be able to just kick out the Mag plus lane.
Of course, Jackie going to be on that Terrorblade up at the top lane. Shouldn't be too rough of a laning stage for him up against that Mirana Mag. K for this TB. Doesn't really have a support with him at the moment. They're all down bot, just trying to secure those bottom bounty runes up against the side of TnC and March. Won't go for anything special. He'll just let them take it and back off. It'll be a 2-for-2 trade to start us off. Who is going up top lane to support? It should be the Wyvern.
I think we have to see how KP and teams play. If they play very aggressively and get a lot out of it, then Jackie will have to go to jungle, like very early stage, which what TnC will want. Meanwhile, if Gabby and March like does a lot of damage to Masteros, like they're winning 3 lanes.
Problematic for TnC. How it all pans out, of course, the mid lane, Armel and Fearless going to be up against each other. Now, Armel really shouldn't have too many problems here up against the DP, I assume. So you can always just blink away from the Spirit Siphon of the DP.
I always think DP can lane better than Queen of Pain just because of a little bit more base damage that DP has.
Of course, top lane, Tims and Boombill going to be going at it. Boombill does not want a bar of it with Tims.
This was a really good damage trade that he didn't lose single HP.
Little arrow out from Tims as well. Of course, Jackie just committing the Metamorphosis very, very early on, but now that you don't have the Metamorphosis available...
Normally you should keep a Metamorphosis for 2 waves, but I think that was like around like 5 creeps that he used the Metamorphosis for.
Not much value here for Jackie. A nice range creep secure there from Tims. Apparently Rico, by the way, has 100% win rate on Treant. Nice to see.
Gab is not behind with his CS too. I think normally when PA gets this sort of a high CS, he can get 2 rage ban really early, which will enable him to do good damage trade with the LC.
Courier, Masteros does manage to take it, but he's going to take a bit of harass here. Just fine. Just pops this out. No, Gabby cancelled himself off. Masteros going to be in a bit of danger. He's going to try and bite back up against Gabby. Gabby, he finished him off. The Fairy Fire was eaten by Masteros, and now Gabby's in trouble, but no, March gets in there, and he does get the decay off in time. Nice little play from the Undying.
That was a disaster, like, for TnC, because Gabby was about to die by LC's Q. So it was 0.5 seconds away, and then March DK'd him. I think that was a really big play here from TnC.
Very, very good to see. Gabby will be very happy about that one. He's the one that survived through it. Back into the mid lane. Fearless, he has been having a rather nice time, and it kind of goes back to what you were talking about. He has the higher base damage, and it's going to allow him to CS a lot better. Armel actually just slightly falling behind for now. Overall, though, a very, very even matchup between these two. It doesn't seem like any one of them are going to die anytime soon.
This bottom lane, I think this will determine a lot of factors. If TnC gets what they want here, they're gonna have that like off lane side enabled really quickly, so March can just leave him alone.
Gabby
Dire's courier
gonna
has
jump.
been
Q
killed.
is gonna fall very, very low. Gabby,
Maybe he can bait it out if they.
think better of it. Fearless gonna get a salve. So perhaps now he could try, and he is going to try. Armel looking for the blink. Does want to go top, but Boombill will be the one to take the arcane rune. Tim's just a bit late to the party. Won't really matter either way. Fearless, I believe, is still sitting with an empty bottle. Now so is Armel. Do you expect Tims to start making some rotations to that mid lane, trying to look for an arrow onto Fearless, or is there really just no point?
I think that's no point. Like they're doing pretty well in the offlane side anyways. Even though he goes to mid, there's no guarantee that error.
Boombill, that's a lot of damage being dealt. Salve up.
I like how Boombill have so many salve. He's just salve DP to TP mid and salve him at top. A lot of situation he's.
The life of the support QO. That's what we do. We just buy regen and spam it. It's a sad life, but someone needs to do it.
I guess that's how it works.
Radiant are scanning.
March gonna be able to swipe one bounty rune away from MG.Trust, so it'll be a 3-for-1 at the 5-minute mark. Both teams just fairly easy. They might try onto Gabby, but he just seems a bit too difficult to catch at the moment, especially without that jewel being up and available yet.
I really like how Masaros is playing. Like this guy's really strong laner. He doesn't want to give a good position for carries to have free access to the creep. He doesn't have to, but even though like carries get farmed a lot these days, but if you see it, Gabby just have to aim to get the CS with a lot of daggers.
I suppose there's not really much March can do about it anymore, especially considering the levels of these heroes now. He can't really help out Gabby that much in this laning phase at this point. Masaros, yeah, just going at it with Gabby. Very, very aggressive positioning. Still trying to get stuff done. Of course, KB up at that top lane of the mag. And some decent CS, about to hit that level 6 mark. She went for the Soul Ring build on the mag. Arrow. Oh, Fearless. Tims lands the arrow, and with that, Armel gonna have plenty of damage out.
The ones you love.
A fantastic arrow from Tims.
That was very unexpected angle. Normally, Miranas are arrowing on the right side from the reverse, but who thought about it? Just coming out from the tier my tower.
That's what I love about Tims though. He always makes the unexpected play. Make his way perhaps back down to the bot lane now. Not even go mid. Again, there'll be 3 heroes now. Fearless gonna TP into the bot lane. He does have that exorcism available. You imagine he just pops and tries to go for a tier 1 and maybe a kill. Gabby, not going to have any of it. He'll just get out of there with the TP. Fearless, he'll pop the exorcism.
I really like how TnC ready. As soon as DP is missing and the Wind Wyvern got keep laning mid, you can kind of tell that DP is about to come on.
Gabby, he can just start taking stacks for himself. Nothing to really stop him. Still, they are going to take the fight down to bot lane. Onto Armel with the silence, but he does blink out. Tims,
Dire's top tower
a bit
is
low.
under attack.
You're right for now. He'll use the wand charges. They want to deny that tier 1, and looks like they'll get it. So,
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
goal denied. Masaros has the jewel. Tim's trying to leap away, but that attack is following. Burpel got him in time. You still have that jewel available, so March might just be the target they go after, and they will. They should have plenty of damage for him,
Is under attack.
or maybe not.
Oh, that feels bad.
That is a feels bad. Very
But
unfortunate.
I thought teams were gonna die regardless. So using 3 charges of the
Radiant's
lead,
middle
is it
tower
worth
is
it?
under
It
attack.
could be. Yeah.
I suppose maybe he just didn't see the. Perhaps he didn't see the attack coming.
Wait. I was about to mention why
Dire's
March
top
picked
tower
Undying.
is under attack.
With the DP, if Undying tombs it, like if you tomb when DP ulti, the tomb can absorb a little bit of the DP boost damage. So they have to, they're gonna put like less damage as like every team fight compared to the regular DP game.
I didn't know that. Thank you for that, QO. It's quite effective here from March. Seeding to play a bit later on. Of course, another thing, of course, you've got this Empower and PA combination on TnC. It's going to really allow Gabby to escalate in farm. Speaking of farm, however, Jackie has been left uncontested for quite a while now on this Terrorblade, and he's just farming.
It's just free farming. I mean, with the thing with the motivated trust, like we have to be, I mean, TnC have to be careful about the next Exorcism, and they're gonna try to aim mid tower. But meanwhile, I think TnC has to open somewhere, but they just don't get any angles to open. Open top or open mid tower. We have to see how he's...
Boombill getting it RP'd and skewered back by KP. A nice easy kill onto Boombill.
Yep. With this advantage now, like Gabby's like coming over to help pushing tower. But I think it took sort of time. And Fearless ulti Exorcism is up.
Is under attack.
It is. So if you're Armel now, you can't really rotate up top because Fearless can always just use Exorcism and go through the mid lane.
Well, they got it pretty fast. So.
True.
I was more expecting about the trading angle when the mid tower is about to die, the top tower is gonna down. Motivate, I mean, from TnC.
Tim's gonna run into Masaros. Still want to try and apply this pressure in the mid lane, Motivate Trust. Arrow.
They want to commit.
Nice siege creep taken down, but there's the Exorcism.
There's 2 towers now.
There is 2 towers. And I guess that's one way to defend. Like for KP, he doesn't have the RP at the moment, and they may not want to fight. Although, is that an arrow onto that LC?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's a lot of damage out, but not quite enough to take out that T1.
Now Motivate Trust have to careful.
Dire's top tower.
They don't have any Exorcism ready. I think TnC can make one.
Lane. Tim's. Boombill.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Goes in, gets the Winter's Curse, and that'll be a nice setup for the duel. Masaros will commit the duel with the Skywrath Mage ulti, and it was a very, very easy duel to get. To pick up there from the side of Motivate Trust.
I mean, at this phase, I feel like Jackie's gonna feel so good. He's just AFKing jungle, like only have to think about how to pull in the right time, how to stack it up and use the metamorphosis to farm fast, and now top of the network.
TnC haven't really shown any signs of trying to deal with Jackie as of yet. They have been very, very busy with the rest of Motivate Trust. Even now, they'll pop the Moonlight. Armel gonna get spotted. Arrow in Tim's onto that LC, but Masaros is just forcing to storm forward onto Armel. Sonic Wave forced down, but no, he gets the jewel off in time, and that means Armel should drop, or maybe not. The jewel's not gonna be enough. They don't have the damage. Everyone is basically still alive, apart from that Skywrath, but he will buy back. Gabby on the run. Jackie with that metamorphosis trying to chase, but Gabby is still okay. They get Boombill on the Wyvern. Now Tims does also go down to Q. But Masaros, he just chased way too far. It does lose his life. March, even if he does die in the Undying, probably wouldn't care. TnC, they'll get out with their lives intact.
Big victory. They successfully kited like one by one. Literally the best angle they could potentially get. They didn't lose any heroes. They might lose teams, but besides that, forced buyback as well. Sky harassment.
It's a good feeling for TnC. If you're Jackie in that team fight, you would have rather just been farming rather than getting involved there. I mean, it just did not pan out.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to do things where it's just
middle tower
inefficient.
has fallen.
The motivated trust, like okay, like the mid tower is important, but it doesn't mean you have to use full resource to just have to take that tower.
6-5, 2k net worth lead already for TnC at 14 minutes in.
Dire's top tower is under
Armel
attack.
is going for the standard Yules build up here. Just trying to build more utility on the quad. I think I just saw a bit of a smoke here from MG.Trust running through their own jungle.
Gabby's not building Battle Fury. Building Deso.
Get Armel. You seem very concerned about that QO. You think he should still go Battle Fury even though he has the Empower from the Mag.
If you are versing Terrorblade and you're going Deso, if you get your buff debuffed or KP just died or he couldn't manage to buff him, then he's gonna do no damage to Terrorblade. And that's what they have to look for. And they have enough like heroes to actually hold the Terrorblade from TA's damage.
Radiant
by Winter
are
Wyvern.
scanning.
Either locking him down or just kill the Terrorblade. And there's not much like damage coming up from TnC.
Okay. Must have quite a bit of trust in each other. Ensure that that Empower is always there onto Gabby. There's that Deso you talked about. It is now available. Pretty nice time for Gabby, so item timings are going well. You've also got the Yules up on Armel.
I feel like TnC have to start aiming for the Roshan, but before the lifesteal, it's very hard to do it.
Gillis gonna show himself to KP mid lane. Tim's just hiding down a body, wants to snipe the siege creep. Will actually run into Jackie. Masaros is around but doesn't really have a blink yet, so Tim's will be okay to just leap into the tree line and TP out of there. Masaros still having a look but not be able to get him. And they have started the Roshan. So even without the lifesteal, they just don't mind it.
So I was expecting the PA to get level 15 and Rosh, but instead March used the tomb, so he doesn't get any damage because zombies keep getting summoned.
Nice little
Big
attack.
brain play, big brain.
Radiant's bottom
March.
tower is under attack.
The idea is
Dire's top tower
very
is under
early
attack.
Roshan for TnC, and at this rate, I mean, they're really starting to snowball out of control, right? Like, you've got an Aegis, you've got the Deso up,
Radiant
Gabby might even go for a
structures are
BKB up next, and then it's...
Dire's
You start to get a
top
little
tower
worried
is
about
under
MG.Trust. Winter's
Radiant's
Curse,
bottom tower is under
gonna
attack.
be out, Tim's. Gonna get jeweled there, another nice setup from Boombell.
TnC needs to get a lot out of it, like with
Dire's
this
top
Aegis
tower has
timing.
fallen.
Otherwise, like, I do actually feel that Terrorblade is gonna outcarry, but I think Motivated Trust like traded really good. One Mirana, one tier 2 tower. Now they both like just have to farm, and it feels good.
Just very surgical play here from Motivate. They don't seem very concerned.
Dire's
Sticking
middle
to the
tower
game
is
plan,
under
so
attack.
is TnC. Send Y up on the TB now, so more fight potential, a bit more farming potential on that Terrorblade. He goes for next here.
I feel like just rushing Satanic could be good too, but I think his next item is coming.
It's back to the drawing board. Just
Dire's
Mango.
middle tower is under
It was a
attack.
cute mango.
Mid lane, Jewel is going to be out onto March. They do get another nice, easy Jewel victory, and that is going to be the third of the game. So Masaros now 30 bonus Jewel damage. We
Playing very solid. I think Masaro is in this game doing like a lot of work.
So, I believe the BKB, no, it's not there yet, but there's still a bit more to go for that. But if you could get that BKB and have the double damage rune active, you'd definitely be looking for a fight if you were TnC. Probably won't make it in time, however.
I wanna
Dire's
see if he
top
waits
tower
for the
is under
BKB
attack.
or just try to abuse the Aegis now. But I think they'll just wait. Okay.
Halbert up on the TB, so he split the S and Y.
So God King.
That's a God King thing to do. That is true. So maybe now just go Manta.
Yeah. Yep. They're not waiting for BKB. They just wanna damage as much as possible.
E1 tower is gonna go.
Middle tower has fallen.
Oh, this could be a nice curse from Boombill, but he can't quite reach.
Oh, I love it. I was about to say maybe it could be a really good smoke angle right now.
The smoke wrap around the back side
Radiant
through the
are
river.
scanning.
Scan is going to be on point. TnC, they know exactly where they are,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower is
MG.Trust, they're ready for it. Still, Winter's Curse going to be up from Boombill. Stopping Gabby, but Boombill is still in massive danger, and he does also Cold Embrace, but MG.Trust seems to be very uninterested in fighting this PA at the moment, and you can't blame him. She has a DD active. It is not a good idea.
They both saw each other and then, why is he here? And then there was like 2-second hesitation about what should I do?
Masseros jumps in. They are not going to get the PA. They do get the Aegis, but Masseros does die. Tips come out from Gabby. He can't believe what he's seeing.
I think he got damage.
He got dual damage as well, right?
Yeah.
He did. Nice.
The reason why like those 10 damage matters for PA just because it has a chance to crit up to 300-400%. Which means it's gonna do 30 damage.
Value. Armel gonna end up catching Fearless, but Arrow won't land. He heals himself up. KP gonna come in. They don't even need to disable him. Fearless, he just can't run away. Nice body blocks out from KP.
But these were the like what I'm like expecting to see. Like but before in the previous series and when we were seeing both Chinese teams, they were both farming. And this game, every situation, they want to try to abuse things. Pretty impressive from TnC.
Classic SEA Dota for you. Just run at each other. Still Gabby. He's getting a little bit out of control here. He's going for the Basher next. We saw in the last team fighters, they just do not want to deal with the PA at the moment. At what point does the Terrorblade start to outscale this PA?
Once he has MKB, he needs MKB in order to actually make PA feel scared. But like to that process, it requires a lot of item. He needs Scotty, he needs Manta style. All these item matters. So he can never fall behind. And Terrorblade is like not like built up to fall behind just because of a lot of illusion fleeting factors. But we're not seeing that right now. Like at this point, Gabby's too fat.
He's definitely too fat. Lincoln Spear up on Armel. TnC just remain grouped up, but MG.Trust are around. Just by their tier 2, they're going to jump in with the blink out from Masseros. Straight on to the mag. But KP, he survived so far, eventually going down. Couldn't keep him alive. March, still just trying to bait them forward. Does use the Flesh Golem. Gabby, for a target to jump on. Fearless, has he gone too far? No. In fact, they jump on Boombill. The curse was out, but Armel just blew him up, and now Fearless is very, very low. But it's on March, still Gabby just jumping back in on this PA with the BKB, but they disarmed him up. Jackie trying to control Gabby, but Gabby onto Fearless, gets one, gets another. Gabby now on the run. Can he get himself out of this? He does blink the other way. All hits are just missing him. He's just so lucky. They just can't kill him. Tims will go down. But Gabby, he was the main target. He's out of there.
Somehow evacuated. I think there were 10 hits were missed. Just over there. He didn't even level that 35% talent.
Oh, Gabby should go visit a casino after this, I think.
He used too many locks here, so...
Jackie is being watched right now by Gabby.
I thought the team fight would have gone a lot better for TnC, to be honest. Like, they had the clean kills and like DP was very low. Here, the DP not dying with like 100 HP, 50 HP was, I think that was very huge.
Just look at that, Gabby getting 4-star forward, killing off Q at the end, and just the blink back the other way. That'll give TnC an 8k net worth lead 23.5 minutes into this game. Everything's still just going swimmingly. Motivate Trust.
Yeah, they're going again. They need to. They just want to keep on pressuring TnC.
How do they get in there though?
The scary part about Terrorblade is like it's only scary if you can split to push the wave in towards your tower. But you can see, I think they're cutting it pretty well.
Say so. Just invade that dire jungle. The outpost here, KP, taking more map control away from Motivate Trust. Fearless gets bashed on the dagger. Of course he does.
Kind of tells. Oh, PA have dagger now. PA have basher now.
It's true. Still spot him out, Tims. Arrow? It's gonna land perfectly from Tims. There's gonna be no follow-up.
It's so cute how Fearless is just keep getting bashed and like
Dire's top
arrowed
tower
in.
is under attack.
Can't catch a break, this poor guy. See, they're waiting for the next target. They don't want to back off. They don't want to give any space over to Motivate
Dire
Trust.
are scanning.
And like holding this high ground is not enough when you're versing Terrorblade. Like you eventually have to back off just to deal with the bottom waves.
Do you think they need to get more aggressive? Like, do they need to just go in onto that
Well, that was what I was expecting, just because they're versing against Terrorblade, but seems like they wanna see how it goes, you know? If the Motivated Trust come to their high ground, then it's better for them. They're gambling on that part.
Smoke up?
Yep, they're doing
The fight. Late Mail now on the LC.
Radiant
Will break the
structures
smoke.
are fortified.
Now Moonlight Shadow going to be popped. They know he's there. Arrow. Winter's Curse going to be committed. A counter from TnC. They are coming in. Tips, he's going to be all right. Who do they jump on first? They want Boombill, but no, they'll go on Q instead. Now the duel up at the RP. KP gets in there. Gets 3 with the RP, and now Gabby just jumping in after Jackie. He's trying to run. He'll get asunder on to the Undying, but Gabby, he is just slaughtering them in the behind. Masaros trying to run. He can't. It's just Jackie and Boombill left, and Jackie, he's just mad fighting by himself, but it's not going to be enough. They give him the Sonic Wave, and Boombill probably regrets buying back right about this moment. He's the only man left, and that'll be a dieback. TnC, a full team wipe. They did not drop one hero.
teams, Mirana. There's a reason why team has such a high win rate with this team.
Ironically enough, I was asking you why they keep drafting Tim's Mirana, but there you go. They answered the question for me.
He literally got 5-man's vision, dewarding their wards, and like tanked the Winter first. That's more than enough. Like what else does he have to do?
That's it. It was just a fantastic moment. I mean, it looked kind of bad for a second. You obviously had the curse that was just expended to try and catch out Tim's, but
that made Armel like position himself in a really great position.
But this RP from KP was just pretty darn fantastic. You can't ask for much better than that.
Only problem was he used a blink strike for killing the Skyrise mage. So there was like 2 to 3 seconds, 2 seconds delay after RP.
Fabulous play, TnC and Motivate Trust. I mean, considering the circumstances, Jackie was still fighting all 5 at once. He looked like he wanted to just keep going, but fortunately for him, not able to pick up 1 kill. You look at Gabby now. He's got another Aegis. He's got an Abyssal Blade up. It's go time, right? You don't slow down if you're TnC.
I think with this one, they should definitely be more aggressive rather than just camping in the high ground. I think they can actually invade their high ground.
I love the way you think, QO. Okay. The split push at the bot lane is going to make it a little bit hard for this Radiant side to try and make something happen, but they do pop the Moonlight Shadow.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
MG.Trust seems to be aware something is wrong.
Radiant are
Armel
scanning.
underneath the sentry for a second.
I really want to see Jackie's to TP top. Yep.
Armel, Q, gonna get the percussive shot. There is an LC around. Q just gonna go Scepter and TP.
The ones you love.
Nice TP play out.
Waited for you and
You hurt the ones you love.
Armel just with the voice lines just continuing.
they want to shut down this Terrorblade movement. Immediately after get they get what they want.
Oh, Fearless. Oh, it just happened so quick.
Now they're locked. Like Terrorblade has no way to send the illusions to push out like deeper. So which means like they won't be able to force their TnC's reaction. Ben. Look at TnC, like whole teams are just moving back and forward, back and forth.
Yeah. Just a game of cat and mouse right now.
Dire's middle tower
See
is under
back in,
attack.
they found Boombell on the
Radiant's top
Wyvern.
tower
Lincoln's
is
has
under
been broken by Q, but the Sonic Wave committed. Now the duel, however, KB jumping in again with another RP, stopping that duel victory from happening, and Masaros will die. Q, the only man left, and he's definitely just gone. Oh, KP on the Magnus.
That was great decision. Just RP straight, tank the Skyrise Mage ulti together. Mag and Chica.
Still got plenty of outer towers to go for. Like, there's still 2 tier 2 towers to aim down for TnC at the moment. So they don't have the option for the high ground unless you do go top lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under
TnC,
attack.
they don't seem very phased by it. They are still just focusing on their
Dire's
farm.
structures are
KP, or
fortified.
rather Gabby, will go after the bottom tier 2 now.
I think with this
Dire's
chance they're gonna
bottom
try to
tower
get the
is
tier
under
2
attack.
bottom and then gonna go high ground.
Dire's
Tier 2 bot
bottom
gone.
tower has fallen.
They'll just control that dyed triangle.
Oh, they wanna go step by step.
He does have a blink now on the Wyvern, but he just gets deleted by Gabby. Oh, Gabby is going to be rooted up, but they have found Masaros on the LC, and he just gets deleted as well. Gabby gets another on Q, and Jackie, he just needs to run, but there is nowhere to run. Gabby back on top. Your Sunder means nothing. Fearless. Lone survivor. Gonna go spawn, but now Stewart back away from his base. Spirit Siphons.
Dire's middle
Not
tower
gonna do
is
much.
under attack.
They'll try to buy back onto Q, but now Gabby looking for a fountain dive. He may have gone a bit too far. He'll be right to just walk out of there.
Radiant's
They
courier
got
EA
has
Mag.
been killed.
Look at March. March was just hitting tier 2 tower alone when everyone was diving.
March is a businessman. He just wants to get this game over and done with. He's not interested in playing these fountain diving games.
Tournament is tournament, guys.
Aegis will expire. Gabby to the tier 3 tower. RP out from KP onto Boombell. This is one thing they really focused on this game, number 1, is consistently aiming down the Wyvern every chance they get.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
All the plays they made, they were keep focusing how Wyvern will react. They keep
Duel. That is not a very safe dual target right now. Masaros, he ends up losing. Gabby still alive. KP does go down. Gabby did go down, excuse me. Now Fearless actually gets March.
I think the last hit created. Last hit,
That might have been it.
yeah, and then
Both of
late
them
mail was open.
Both of them just disappeared on the spot.
Yep.
Fearless still chasing Tims. Won't quite be able to catch up with the Mirana. Nice defense out from MG.Trust unless Armel does get Q.
Oh no, you're bleeding.
They seem kind of...
Shadow, take us.
They're not demoralized by that high ground defense from the side of MG.Trust. They still want to just keep chasing kills here. And was it the crit on the last hit? Yeah, it was. He did indeed crit for 1.5k. Oh, it's rough. Nice play up from Masaros.
Impressive.
TnC still do hold a 22k net worth lead at 33 minutes, however. Like, it is still a very, very tough game here for Motivate. But QO, if you were in this game and you're on the side of Motivate.Trust, what would your plan be? Like, what would you need to do to get back into this game?
First, wait for Turbolade's item. They need more item on Turbolade in order to, like, in order for Jackie to just click him without thinking too much. And if you have to move around, that's the damage like getting lost reduced anyways. So he needs to farm a bit more. Both sides going for Satanic.
Standard stuff.
Anyways, like to mention a bit more, I think TnC are just completely playing for like to deal with the Winter Wyvern. I've never seen like the cursed target is dead by someone.
That is true. It's been a consistent thing this game. Just Boombill has to die at the start of the fight every time for TnC.
It's not like they're not prepared, right? They have full scepters, they're positioning really back, far behind.
It's just Gabby though, he just doesn't care. He just keeps jumping in.
The prize is mine.
MG.Trust, they're kind of forced to just stick as a team now. Smoke up, or rather Moonlight Shadow from TnC, running back into that dive triangle. Jackie's gonna get spotted, but Gabby jumping in again onto Boombill, and Jackie gonna get RP'd by KP. Phonic Wave is out. Jackie, there is no chance of survival. The Wyvern, Boombill, he did buy back.
Radiant are scanning.
It's gonna mean nothing. It just cannot re-engage in this fight.
Pretty cool time. They like invaded the jungle. First target, KPC, but terribly.
See, is this the time to go high ground now? They'll try anyway. KP. Well, that creep wave at the bot lane needs to be dealt with. Azeroth getting the jewel off he's wanted. Not quite yet, but a great Winter's Curse on two. Holding down March, and now they will commit the jewel out on to KB. Gabby though, jumping back in on DLC, does burst down Azeroth, but March will also go down on the Undying. Another nice high ground defense. MG.Trust still going after the Mirana. Tims will be the third to go down for TnC, and well, it's starting to look the way you kind of said it would. This Terrorblade's becoming a bit of a problem.
Yeah, but like it looked
Radiant's
completely
bottom
fine. Like
tower
Winter
is
Wyvern
under
was
attack.
like dieback at the first. Like they killed one hero, they made everyone low, but somehow I don't know how KP died that fight. KP and teams were evacuating, but I think they got caught unnecessarily there.
Nice DD rune down the bot rune spot right now for anybody that wants it.
That's
The game changer.
pretty big in this.
Have a look at what happened. Curse came out, did land on KP, then the jewel
Oh,
right
he was
after.
in duel. Okay.
Was Gabby tried to fight back, did get Masaros. They just lost too many bodies at that point. Motivate. You can't underestimate these guys. They are very, very good at this. Back. Another pick off. Masaros and Boombill going down. Gabby, another double kill. And by the way, that is his 15th kill of the game on this PA.
Do you feel the difference with previous games?
I mean, I definitely can tell there's a difference going on for sure, yeah.
But we never know which one's better until they burst each other.
That is true. We'll find out soon, QO. Gabby gets the Roshan, third Roshan of the game.
Radiant's top tower is
Oh,
under
PA
attack.
with free blower.
Aghanim's blessing. See what Gabby can do with it.
I think Gavin needs his last item with MKB. Oh, he's just going Divine, actually. Just needs something to deal with evasion.
Radiant's top tower
Nothing
is
like a
under
Divine
attack.
Rapier. You're 34k ahead. You still need a Divine to pull off the win. Nothing wrong with that. Jackie gonna TP back towards his base, but get ready to defend again.
Dire's Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gotta be careful about that Lincoln Spear on Gabby. He has the multiple daggers as well to make matters worse.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Arrow, Masteros, he gets caught with the arrow from TnC. Still alive with the cold embrace, but not for long. He does end up dying. Still KB getting caught out and also going down before this team fight really starts. Now Gabby back onto Q. Sonic Wave, not going to be that great, but Jackie will fight back onto the Quap. Sunder is going to be there onto March. They do get the Undying. Everyone from TnC just trying to get out. In fact, never mind, Gabby is back in. He gets one. Can he get Jackie? No crit out. Fearless will use him up on the DP, and now the silence. Gabby, he may have gone too far. That'll be the Aegis. Armel sticking around to help out his teammate. Gabby being jeweled up now with the Blade Belt. Does he get a crit? He does at the end, but he will still survive. A triple kill out for Gabby. He wants the Blink Strike out of there now. He is just way too low in HP.
Are fortified.
That was a bit scary, right?
Dire's
was.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Gabby almost fall down.
Very close call. Fearless getting jumped on, gets bashed straight away by Gabby. Still cold embrace will save. Rain tracks down, but no, Sunder is going to be out now from Jackie. Winter's Curse as well, onto Gabby, just holding him down. Don't let him go anywhere, but if he still wants to go after that curse. In fact, Armel does kill off Fearless, and now Boombell will die again on the Wyvern.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Back to the racks.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
That'll be the second racks of the game.
They don't have anything to worry about again. Winter Wyvern's dead. Terrorblade doesn't have meta. They have to play air creeps.
Final racks.
Dire's top
Be
barracks
megas.
has fallen. Dire's top barracks.
Gabby has a Divine Rapier up.
now have mega creeps.
Do they just call it now?
If somehow Jackie obtained that Divine Rapier, I feel like motivated Trust. Let's see how it goes.
Is that the only win condition here for Motivate Trust now? You've got
It is.
Okay. See. Back off a bit, let Motivate enjoy some megas. Love that triple slicing dagger fly out with a divine. Some painful stuff.
Dancing around in the throne.
You just encircle the throne. If we just circle around it, they can't kill it off. That's the idea.
Do you know whether the throne gives regen and armor?
I thought it was only towers.
It's only towers, right? Oh, but there is a
True. Still team tools there. Armel gets started. Of course, with that Solar Crest on Tim's, it makes it a lot easier to burst through these towers. He has had added attack speed. There's the smoke from Motivate Trust. Arrow. Gonna connect. They jump in again onto Q, but there is going to be a duel out onto Armel. Do they have to fall off, however? It doesn't look like it. They will lose Boomer, they'll lose Q. It's looking bad already. Fearless on the run. Azeroth slow. He does go down. It's just Jackie and Fearless trying to fight back. Q will also fight back, but it's looking really bad. Fearless, he will also go down with no buyback available, and Gabby just jumps back in with a triple, maybe an ultra kill, but KP will skewer away that ultra. Still, the GG has been called.
Middle tower has fallen.
TnC, I'd say they took a very dominant game number one.
Victory.